Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. So I did a couple of different videos here. I did some MMA videos, did some other videos, and I decided I gotta do some more Walking Dead videos. Now the thing is, I'm pretty much out of topics. I mean, not entirely, but I'm out of like really good topics. Like, oh my god, I gotta do a video on this. There's just really, there aren't too many ideas just topics I have that are like, oh, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. So this one's pretty much gonna be talking about the Walking Dead comic book series. The cover for issue 103. If you guys haven't seen it yet, basically it's been shown. Came out a couple days ago. At least the cover, you can see it. Issue 101 comes out next Wednesday, the 15th. Is that next Wednesday? Let me see. No, the Wednesday after. So about a week and a half still until issue 101 comes out. But issue 103, we get to see pretty much on the cover, you have Negan holding his bat over top of Rick, which is down and basically has like is on a knee in front of Negan. So one knee, yeah, that's right, and sort of has his head down like that. If you want to see it, I'll put the link in the description to a higher quality image so you can have a real good look at it while you listen to me talk about it. So this is pretty cool. I'm wondering what direction Kirkman's going to go with the story now for The Walking Dead. I think it'd be kind of interesting because here's the thing, okay? Negan has a huge amount of guys. Like, I mean, a ton of guys. And this was something that I said almost right off the bat when we sort of heard about that Rick was going to go this route and challenge Negan, so to speak. The people at the hilltop were terrified of Negan and of what Rick was doing. Rick was just like, what? After he kills the one guy, everyone's so shocked that he did that. And I guess the reason for that being is because they probably saw what Negan's got. I mean, Rick is tough. Don't get me wrong. He's really tough, but he doesn't have like 50 guys ready to fight at the drop of a hat, all armed with different weapons. In the covers too, like we got to see a lot of the different covers. You have one guy who's got like a crossbow, who some of us I thought was Daryl, but what it isn't, which is good because you wouldn't want Daryl to be a bad guy anyway. There's like a dude with like a machete. Of course, Negan's the one with the baseball bat, which we didn't even know at first. Like, nobody would have had any idea that was the leader, the guy who's got the baseball bat with Lucille with the barbed wire wrapped in it, or wrapped around it. And then what else? Chainsaw dude. Should Negan have been the chainsaw dude? No, that might have been too much. Can you imagine if he killed Glenn with a chainsaw? That would have been rough, man. Really rough. But I'd like to see his character get developed a little bit to do with the chainsaw. I just think guys who use chainsaws for that purpose are just scary. They're just really scary, in my opinion. So, I mean, and what does Rick have? Like, compared to those 50 to 100 guys that Negan has, Rick has got, like, let's see, he's got, like, Andrea Michonne. Okay, that's great. He's got, obviously, himself. Maggie's useless, at least in the comic book series. The TV, she looks like she kicks some ass, but in the comic series, she's useless. I mean, she's 2 steps away from hanging herself, and now that Glenn's dead, she probably will hang herself. Then you've got, let's see, jeez, man, Abraham's dead. Eugene's still alive, but he's, like, he can't fight. He can just help you, maybe make bullets, but that's it. Man, like, and then the rest of the people from Alexandria that were there when Rick basically got there. I mean, there's not that many guys there. A lot of them are women and stuff too, and they're not going to be able to fight. I mean, when the herd came in and knocked down the gates and everything and was like destroying the Alexandria, and Rick and the rest of the guys came out and fought him down. Most of the people were inside. They were not like most of the people, like women, stuff like that. They can't fight. So I assume, or I think you could actually go through and count them. But I'd say probably Rick has about 20 people that could fight. That's it. Like, that's all. Unless he somehow gets the hilltop to give him all of their men or something. Literally, he's only got like 20 people. So what's going to happen now? Obviously, he's going to want to kill Negan because what he did to Glenn. That's obvious, man. Obviously, Maggie's going to want to either hang herself or talk Rick into, trying to kill him. Man, it's going to be really, really tough. How could he do it? He might, maybe the only. Obviously, I think it's obvious that you can't face him in a full-out war. You can't face him in a full-out, like, Alexandria and Rick versus, Negan, or else he'll destroy them. The Rick will have no chance. But he could do like an assassination type thing, like assassinate him. That could work if he did that. But the only problem with that is even if he succeeds, there's no guarantee that somebody else might, take over that position and just, be even crazier. Because, I mean, some of those guys he's got are probably even crazier than he is. Man, so what a tough position Rick and the group are in. And what would be a cool direction is if they just were like, screw this, and they just went back to the prison, just to see like what there is there, and all that stuff, and and then maybe realize after they go back to the prison that they really, like there's nothing there for them. All the supplies are gone, the gate's broken down, whatever. They try to find some other places, figure out that they can't find anywhere to stay, and then end up going back and fighting for Alexandria to get their community back. Either way, it's going to be really exciting to see, but it looks like from the look of the cover and stuff that maybe what we're going to get to see is Rick actually succumb to the the influence of Negan and his power, and just give him half of what they have or whatever, and just have that be it. Or assassination could work too. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the cover. I think it's damn cool. And what do you think about the story arc as well? Rick having to kind of having to surrender, so to speak. I mean, well, at least that's what I think he's going to have to do. Unless you guys have any other ideas, like what else could he do? He's outnumbered at least probably 3-1, probably 2-3. Yeah, probably 3-1 outnumbered. And Negan's not stupid either. Like, Negan knew, like, when he left there, Negan had different groups of guys on watch. Actually, yeah, that's true. If he had 50 guys with him, and there were other groups in other areas, and there were, he's got to have way more than 50 guys. He's probably closer to, like, 80 to 100 guys. So Rick's group is there's probably, Negan's probably got 4 times the guys that Rick's group has. I shouldn't say guys. What I mean here is fighters, warriors. It could be Michonne and Andrea are strong females too, so they could take out a few guys themselves. But, in terms of like actual fighters, people that can fight, Negan's got like 4 times as many as Rick does. So what's he going to do, man? He either should jump town, try the assassination thing, or he'll have to pay, man, half of everything. I think it's interesting because it's kind of like, like you hear about like when like way back in like the Dark Ages and stuff, where you had like kingdoms, and then you had like people outside, the peasants and stuff, that would pay taxes to the crown and all that, and if they didn't, then they just get killed or whatever. Little towns and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting that Negan's group is like the beginning of that. Like Negan is like like a king, you could say, and he's getting all these peasants around him. It just reminds me of that. To pay taxes, so it's be half of what they have. That's your taxes. Otherwise, I'll kill you. Man, really, really interesting stuff. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one later. Peace.